Well, well, the battle of the Beltway, the battle of the New Balance is over. The team further south took the L, but all in all, it was a good game. Initial reactions right after this. I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? He's still
He
frozen.
trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and his fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today. Yo, welcome back on the Huddle podcast. It's me, Deuce. You got DT, Ceelo, and Breeze gonna be joining us shortly. What's good, man? How you feeling after a L? How you feeling, DT? What's good, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'll say for 2024, I gotta get used to this. Gotta get used to losing these games, but I'm kind of taking it well. I'm not really going overboard about it. I guess it's because of the new era, right?
Yeah. What's up, Glenn? What it do? Hey, Miss Janet, how are you? Chuck, what's good? Chuck was there. I do kind of want to know what that vibe was like. So I don't know, Chuck, if you got like a couple minutes, to come tell us what that vibe was like. Because Chuck was there last night. You know what I'm saying? Got a picture of Miss Daniels from the rally last night. You know what I'm saying? Was at the tailgate today. Got some more pictures. You know what I'm saying? Got some more pictures, some other ladies and stuff like that he been sharing. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Kim, how are you? Yeah, Ceelo trying to get us to take that one. That joint is not coming off. That joint's going to be here forever. And you see us looking up throughout the show, watching the snooze fest.
Bro, this game's so trash, bro.
Bengals and
this game
the Giants.
Trash. Yo, CBS, I'm sorry, bro. I know you want to get the 18, but y'all fumbled the bag because this game could have been lights out prime time.
I mean, look, man, CBS ain't fumbled the bag. You know what I'm saying? The NFL scheduled it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame CBS at all.
Who want to see the Bengals and the Giants play on Sunday night? Like, what's impressive about Daniel Jones against Joe Burrow, bro? Joe Burrow is the only reason watching the game.
I mean, he ain't even that impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is.
I mean, they told me this O-line was better than my O-line.
Then we had like 21 points on the first half. Yeah, 21 points for the Bengals first half.
Yeah, man.
This is nasty.
All of them people.
This is nasty. That shows you
mediocre. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know nothing about this type of football.
Yo, 51 is killing them, bro.
This game is horrible, man. So yeah, man. I mean, what's your initial reactions, DT?
My initial reactions to this football game, you know, in spite of all the talk about the number one offense against the number two offense, Jayden Daniels versus Lamar Jackson, two African American quarterbacks in the same proximity in the DMV. Then you have Baltimore.
Mhm.
Um, Game did not start off like that. I was highly impressed with how the defense responded the first couple of drives, and then it took a while for the offense to get together. Offense started finding its rhythm despite not having a run game. Uh,
Mhm.
just the better team with the better, I would say, personnel in terms of defense and certain things. They outlast us. You can see clearly there's some things we're still trying to fix, especially on the back end. Um, Hats out to Baltimore because as an organization that has been steamrolling teams for the past decade, uh,
Mhm.
with likes of Joe Flacco and now Lamar Jackson. But I saw grit. I saw resilience. I saw a team that, despite of what they didn't have or what everybody was saying on Twitter or any app saying they're going to beat us by 10, 20, 30, 40 points, a rookie doesn't win against you or don't look good in the bank. Jayden
Mhm.
again showed that he does not look like a rookie. The moment is not too big for him. We've been telling Baltimore fans, look, this kid has been playing at LSU in one of the biggest college football stadiums. So, quite frankly, no disrespect, M&T Stadium is nothing he has never seen before. Um, I'm very impressed with this. Is probably an impressive loss, I would say. There's some things we need to clean up, but um, we got a guy in five, bro. We have a guy in five. Like it felt like every moment we're gonna come back and get this.
Yeah, man, like the defense was definitely getting torched. But yeah, just like overall, right? This was really like people call it, a measuring stick, but for me, that's exactly what it was. Like, are we just the best of the mid teams, or can we compete with the playoff contenders? Right? I mean, you look at the Bengals, you see how they struggling tonight, you see how they struggled throughout the year. I mean, even with the Cardinals, like they so on and off. Like it's like they have bipolar, so you don't know who's going to show up. But now I think Trey McBride is out, and prayers up to oh my goodness,
Harrison,
yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. With that scare that he had. So who knows how long he's going to be out. So, but you go up against this Raven team, and this is one of the best defenses in the league. They have a perennial, what 3 or 4 perennial All Pros. You have the reigning MVP. You have these guys that's been playing together for the last few years together, playing in big games. The chemistry, they know each other. Everything about this game was saying that they were going to win, right? So how do we measure up against a team like this? How do we measure up against a team in an organization that's already locked in, right? That goal is the Super Bowl, and not just winning games, not winning big games in the regular season, but making a run in the playoffs, right? It's Super Bowl or bust for them. How do we fare up against that? How do we line up against that? How do we compare to that? And that's what it is. That's what it is. So we went in there, we played some good football,
yeah,
right? We played some good football, and where it wasn't good football, that goes to show you the chemistry part of it, and also go to just show you the talent gap a part of it. But all in all, the quarterback, which is the most important position in probably all of sports, showed you that if you have a quarterback, you can compete. And that's what we did. The quarterback kept us in the game. The quarterback made plays, right? Jayden Daniels was making accurate throws, right? Like you say, the moment wasn't too big for him, right? He went in there, he balled out. They made it their goal to keep him in the pocket, right? They didn't let him scramble, they let him rush. I think he had 40 yards, I think it's 40 yards or maybe less than that. But he was able to win throwing the football and extending plays. So the mistakes that you saw that we had, we're a young team, man. And after this game, do I think we're ready to compete in the Super Bowl? No. But are we ready to compete to make a run for a possible playoff wild card, win the NFC East, especially from what we see in the rest of the NFC and in our own division with the Cowboys taking a wallop? Is 47-9 wallop?
Man,
Yes, we do.
Deuce. The simple fact that, and this, of course, this has been a raging topic with Jayden. There's a lot of people out there are trying to say, it's very crazy to say he is the best quarterback in the division.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just look around, why is that crazy to say for now?
Mm-hmm.
You see the talent, and you see how
Mm-hmm.
he's galvanizing this team.
Mm-hmm.
That we're missing. We don't have a starting corner that we drafted last year. We don't have a linebacker that's drafted in the first round a couple years ago. Both of those guys are not playing, and
Mm-hmm.
despite the challenges we have in those spots, we're still in the game because of five. You can't
Yep.
say that right now with Dak Prescott, who got paid literally this offseason.
Yep.
Even though the Philadelphia Eagles won, they still struggled against a Cleveland team with Deshaun Watson, who's 0 for 27 on third down conversions.
Yep.
I'm watching this game. We already know about the Giants. How is this crazy to say? He's been the most consistent, and consistent quarterback play wins you games.
Right.
There's not been one game I have felt like this year that we have no shot of winning.
Yep. I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's wild to me, man.
Mitch, we appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Sending the super chat. We definitely appreciate it. Everyone else in the chat, please hit those like buttons. And if you'd like to send a super chat, it's right there, right beside the post a comment. Panthers are lunch, man. But look, we can't look past them.
Don't look past people. Nope.
We can't look past them. We're not there yet to look past people. I mean, they competed today. I mean, they've been competing, ever since they made that move at quarterback. I mean, they might not be the best. I think they're part of the lower barrel of the teams that we've already played. I think they're in those categories. But even against those teams, we put points up and we prevented them from scoring. So that's what we have to do this week. We have to put them in the dirt early because we're going to have tons of people on the injury report. Like I think last Tuesday we had 16, 17 people. We might have close to 25 people on the first injury report that drops on Wednesday. So depending on who's going to play, we have to get up. We have to put them away early. We have to rest our players because this Bears team is getting hot, man. They starting to roll. You know what I'm saying? So we can't take it. Can't take them lightly. Roquan Lamar, yeah, I think Roquan said that we got one. He called him the truth, something to that effect. Lamar kind of said the same thing. He said he wanted his jersey, so that's like a welcome to the NFL, proper respect. When a reigning MVP wants your jersey, and he initiates that conversation. So that kind of solidifies Jayden in that aspect. And yeah, man, we do need secondary help for sure. Herbo, what's good, man? How you been, man? Shit, now it's sad that John Allen, Dorrance Armstrong, and Javon Baptiste are injured. Now defensive line looking it's looking real thin. What's up, Breeze? What you say, bro?
I said Baptiste got hurt too. My man, what's up?
Yeah,
y'all?
man.
What's Adam?
Yeah, he was in the X-rays. They say he coming out the X-rays with his shoes off and with a limp and all that. So he's down. Armstrong's down. I think John Allen got a pec injury, so that could that could be our type destination.
Yeah.
Dorrance Armstrong, I think he had bruised ribs or something like that.
Something with his ribs, yeah.
Yeah. If he got any breaks in there, that could be a couple games. I think you can play through it, pain management, but we at in the season right now, you don't want to chance that right now. So he might go on a short term IR. Yeah, man. It's some injuries, man. We definitely need to get APs on the phone to get some secondary help. But what's out there? Right? Like, what's out there? I mean, like, this somebody gonna sound like we need secondary help. Yeah, but it's week 6. What you gonna get out there? Right?
Now, when
Listen,
I
they right
say,
here. I can go lace them up, bro. Like,
See,
if y'all
this
need
why
me to go play corner,
see, this is why you was messed up last week. This is exactly why
what
you
you
you,
mean?
you was
What
messed up
you
last week.
mean?
Last week when you was talking about your arm or your shoulder, something. And I was like, see, stop playing. You out there running plays with the players.
No,
And it's about time. Okay. Hold on, DT. As your friend, I care about you. No, put the cup down and look at me.
this is T.
I
Brother.
love you. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
You too, Deuce.
Bro,
No,
it's
listen,
over, bro.
hear me out. Hear me.
It's over.
My
Bro.
body's rested. I haven't been taking
You
contact.
got
all
4 new
time.
You got 4 new shoulders, right?
I have 2 new shoulders.
2 new shoulders, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Oh, it's crazy.
A new knee, a surgically repaired knee. Listen, you worrying about all other, we got people 10 years younger than me with the same stuff rebuilt. What I'm saying is this. I can listen. 2 NFL receivers can have career days on me, and I can't be no worse than what we've been dealing with. Is that fair enough? Listen, AP, Josh Harrison, them, all the rest of listen. We don't really want to negotiate in public spaces, right? But tell you what, cover my season tickets for this year. Next year, we'll work out a deal, dollar amount on top of that. Be good. Let me keep my uniform. The full everything for
He won a
free.
2-year season ticket deal. Season ticket holders deal.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Listen, we can settle right now for $35,000, $40,000. I'll finish the season out.
Mitch said, "Put the cleats down, brother."
Ceelo, stop making that face. I'm trying to get on the field, Ceelo.
As a potential representative for you, I think you can do a better job in your negotiation.
Well, this is why I say we don't negotiate in public. Ceelo, you are my de facto agent. If you didn't already know that, okay.
All right, facts, 5%. Let's go.
Yeah, well, if you getting 5%, we're gonna need to increase that dollar amount a little bit. But yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll have AP. I'll have my people call your people. We'll figure it out.
That's crazy. So what you got, DT? Like who's out there? It's Caleb. Caleb's out here. Caleb say JC Horn. The defense is trash. Like, bro, like we knew this.
yeah,
If you were fooled by the last 2 weeks, then that's on you. I'm sorry.
now there's probably a couple guys back there that I like that are growing on me. You know, Sanders still. I thought Noah looked pretty decent out there today. But when we're talking about just trying to add to this room right now, I don't see them adding a corner, to be honest. I know everybody say JC Horn and things like that, but I mean, we'll see. But to me, when I say we need DBs, I'm just specifically just saying, like, next year, like always, for this room, they need to find a guy on the defensive line that can be consistent and getting to the quarterback, because we see with Dorrance Armstrong, who been growing the past couple of weeks, once he went out, there was no pass rush. And obviously, corner, we don't have those. We have some guys out there, but we don't have the guy at corner. They're not on the roster.
Yeah. Where is KJ Henry? Ain't he with Dallas? Is he?
This is
did he play today?
He's with the Cowboys. Man.
It wouldn't have mattered.
They got wild. Dak is yeah. All right, Ceelo.
That's what I said, bro. JD5 best in the division, dog. Stamp.
Do we really have the best quarterback in the NFC East?
That's for you, Ceelo.
I'm about to say, I hope he have a glitch on his live. That's a mighty long pause
Yeah,
for us.
I did. No, I really did. It kind of, yeah, it kind of froze on me. All right. So obviously, I want to say yes. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but like, you know,
Oh, look at
so
this dude,
actually,
man.
I
He got
think,
cleats, gloves.
I think, I think we, I
My
think we
bad,
really
Ceelo.
might have the best. I think we really might have the best quarterback. The only reason I paused is because, God damn, man, the blue people are looking kind of good right now.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so you?
I was about to drop him. I was about to put him in
He
the booth.
trying to hold up, man. I thought you were drinking detergent, dog. I was like, hold up.
Detergent, crazy.
But look, he's trying to go with my narrative. I will push that if they win. I will push that narrative if they win. But
That's why you see, but DT, that's why I paused, because that's obviously that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? We know how horrible he is, but like,
He's looking bad today.
I haven't seen him. You know, I haven't seen. I don't know what it looked like right now.
He looks horrible. Like,
it's
Yeah.
probably the first game you've seen the past couple of weeks.
The crazy part about it is, so the blue people actually have a decent defense. They have like a kind of like a structure around him. So, you know, whatever he does is going to look better than what it really is. So yeah, I would probably say we have the best quarterback. It just sucks because, you know, we don't have the other pieces around him, so it's really hard to judge him from a team perspective, right? Wins, losses, stuff like that. So I think, so to answer your question directly, yes, I think we do have the best quarterback in the NFC East.
he
It's
got a legal formation.
just unfortunate that he don't have, you know, the defense that could support him, because if he can score every drive, man. Like, they can score every single freaking drive, or every other drive, or, you know, 80% of the drive, but the defense gonna give up some points every single time as well. So
Yeah.
We won't face another threat like Lamar for the rest of the season. This is an early learning experience for us to take it to the future. I wish we would have played a little differently. Joseph, of course, we have the best quarterback in NFC East, no doubt. Riri says Ceelo's still inside. Yeah, you can figure out what that is, but yeah, we don't like the blue people. You talking out Smurfs, right? Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
what's the score right now?
It's 7-0. It's a punt fest.
See, that's what happens when you got an actual defense.
I mean, the Bengals ain't got no defense.
No, but the blue people do.
Nah, he was like Jayden has not run full speed yet this season.
I think he got up to a top speed when he had that one keeper against Cleveland.
Last week. Yeah.
Yeah, up the right sideline, he almost scored. I think he got up to something like 27 miles.
Looked like he was jogging. I mean, in real time, that looked like he was jogging there for real.
He's a strider. He's a long strider.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like it, but he be moving.
All right, what's your initial reaction, Breeze?
We need help in the secondary badly. I mean, I've had Ravens fans in my inbox since Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever I posted that video, which I didn't make, by the way. But I never picked the Commanders to win the game. Like, obviously, as a Commanders fan, I was always hopeful we would win the game. But if I had to pick a winner, I would have picked Baltimore to win the game. So I'm not mad. I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. Like, I knew they were going to lose another game, and this is one of those games that I picked them to lose. I think they did well for themselves. Like Ceelo said, the offense is clicking. Like, when the offense has the ball, we have the ball. I'm confident every play, every down, like every drive. I'm confident that we're going to come out of that drive with points, whether we do or don't. I'm confident every play. Defensively, we've said it over the last few weeks. Like, we knew that the defense was bad, and they had a couple good showings, and we kind of agreed on here. Like, we wanted to see them get to a point where their performance became more of a standard than an outlier. Now we see that, maybe they had a few good weeks, but maybe some people were jumping the gun saying that the defense was kind of clicking. And I mean, the secondary was bad today. Once Dorrance Armstrong and then went down, there was they got very little pressure. I think Dante Fowler got there a couple times, got close. Frankie Louvu kind of made a move in the pocket a little bit, but in general, they couldn't get any pressure. Lamar was sitting back there comfortable, and with the way you have to play Lamar and Derrick Henry, our secondary is not good enough on the back end to do that. And they pretty much just picked Benjamin St. Juice apart the entire game. I think you had two receivers that had career days on one person. You know what I mean? Like it's right. Kind of crazy. So I mean, we know what needs to be fixed. It's not anything new. Like we understood what that was going into the season. Yeah, we missed B-Rob. I don't think Brian Robinson would have changed the outcome of the game unless he could play safety or cornerback. You know what I mean? I do wish that they would have played McNichols more in the B-Rob role. Like, that way they could keep Eckler in his role so they wouldn't have had to tweak the offense as much and be as pass happy as they were, but they really just couldn't get anything going with the run game, though.
Yeah, I agree. That was kind of weird. I didn't really see a lot of McNichols in the game.
Yeah. I kind of caught that. I kind of thought that too, because I was at an event and I was kind of looking at my phone. I was like, man, it just doesn't seem like Nichols is getting a lot of courage, because I was still thinking that Eckler would still kind of be in that role even if B-Rob was there, and McNichols would kind of take a lot of those B-Rob carries, but that just doesn't seem like that was the case. Look at Ben trying to destroy my algorithm again. Yeah, man, it was on the defense, man. Can't fix it all in one season. Still in a good spot, looking for a lot of it. Like
I disagree, but okay.
What you disagree with? What part?
The fixing it all in one season. I just think that whenever you have an opportunity to improve the roster, like, you do it. And we came into this offseason with a plethora of draft picks, even more draft picks after we made a few moves with Chase Young and Montez Sweat trades, and then we had the second or third most cap space. I just feel like, how do you not try to improve your team as best you can? Like, I don't know why we would even why do you sign a Mike Davis? I just don't understand stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like go get a quality, cornerback that can actually compete in training camp. Maybe you have them, in mini camp OTA, and they actually okay, let's see where best man win. We already knew going into the offseason, it's BSJ, maybe number 13, and Mikey S, because he's kind of a higher pick, so he probably has a chance to play. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And then we have Igben, how you pronounce his last name? Igbo. So, there was never any surprise as to who was going to. So why not try to improve your roster when you can? You got the capital. So yes, you can actually. And it's not like we need a lot of help. We just needed a quality starting or nickel cornerback. I'm just not asking for the world. You know
was was it out there though?
Yeah, it was out there.
Yeah.
We got a second round pick right now that got 2 foot surgeries. No offense to Newton. I know he's going to be great at some point, but is that what we needed? Right? Or I'm not saying
he's playing well now.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
In fairness though, Ceelo,
they still
he was playing better than the top 2 D tackles that got paid. He's barely
they still got 140 yards running on him. I mean, I get it. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm simply talking about big picture.
I got you.
If you're looking at
needed, I don't know. We could argue that point. But in free agency, yes, they were guys to have. Yes, we could sit here and go find out who got paid. Yes, we could have went and got some guys in the secondary.
I mean, it's still guys sitting out there that could probably be an improvement.
So yes, we could. Yes, we can actually get better in one season. Yes, I believe we can do that.
I don't know, man. It's October. If somebody is out there, just out there,
not now. I'm talking about 6 months ago.
I mean, even then, I guess it just depends who who was out there, right? And if they actually try to bring somebody in, right?
I'm taking Breeze over Mikey Davis right now. I'm telling you, the guy in the top left quadrant, like is that? Yeah, he's that bad, bro.
It's gonna take Breeze to February to get in NFL football shape.
I mean, it's crazy. So yes, I do. But
put him there for a drive. You can put him there for a drive. I mean, you know.
Yes, you can get better on.
Take a 9 route with Neighbors on the first play. That's it. Man.
Like Deion Sanders said, I'll give you this 15 before I give you this 6 back there. We good. We good.
But I don't know, man. I guess if you look at big picture, then it's not this season, right? Like if you say like big picture, then I think it's more so like the season, because like what was Adam Peters, you know, like what can we say his goal for this season was or whatever? See what you had.
You said it. You said it, Deuce. You don't know what Adam is doing. We none of us know. Like he went out, he let go a lot of these guys that probably could have justified. Like you could have probably justified keeping some of the people that we let go, but we ended up bringing on, Wags. I get it, right, and some other guys. But we don't really know what he's doing. He's gonna have the same issues this time, or in off season, because he's gonna have a lot of 1-year deals. So I guess I'm not sure what he was trying to do, right? And it's hard to really like criticize him, but I do feel like there were some pieces that, there's some pieces they could have did a better job in trying to. Brian Burns, would y'all have traded a second for Brian Burns? No, I don't know.
I would not.
So stuff like that.
If you're gonna get rid of Montez Sweat, what's the point of bringing him in? They the same player to me. I mean, even this season, just looking at his numbers,
are the same player. Like, just
what I'm saying. So, well, I guess Adam Peters didn't trade him, right? So,
I guess my point was like, yeah, you're right. Adam didn't trade him, but we have 100. At the time, we had $87 million. Like, we got to spend the money. So I don't know.
I mean, and even still, how many sacks does like Fowler, Armstrong, and Farrell have? They have like what, 7 amongst each other?
Man, I want somebody to stop the run. Can somebody stop the run?
Oh, Burns ain't doing that.
I need.
Burns definitely ain't doing that.
And then we drafted a guy that's, who's supposed to be helping, which I guess I don't know. It's interesting. It's a weird dynamic on the defensive side of football.
Yeah, I mean, like DT was saying, like Newton has been playing better than Payne and Allen. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to say I take this over this, but then you get Sandstrom, who's been looking a lot better. Like you also take him in the second. So there's a corner there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's kind of like hindsight, kind of looking at it from then until now.
Right.
Like I'm just trying to think of like what was out there, and then the dynamics of the team now. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this those guys? I mean, you think about Fuller. I think Fuller had a couple good weeks in the beginning of the year. He just fell off with the rest of the Vikings. I mean, the Dolphins.
You cannot convince me there was nothing they could have done to have a better roster than what we have today. I can't believe that. Like nothing.
We're 4-2.
Like Mikey guess is right. So you gotta. This is all like we're talking like this is in a vacuum. So clearly we're in a much better position than we could be 0 and whatever. So I'm not saying that this is horrible, but defense, like we have a rookie quarterback that literally is playing like historical levels. And we're at 4-2, mostly because of him and his coordinator and that side of football. I'm simply saying, just in a vacuum, I'm not saying that this is a disaster of a season, but in a vacuum on the defensive side, I have to believe there are some things they could have done differently roster-wise.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's probably for like every team too, right? Like
for sure.
Everybody could have done better, you know what I'm saying? And nobody knew or believed that he would hit this level as he's done. Because I think because of what he's doing now, it's starting to look like, man, we could make a run if we had this, and this right now. But you couldn't predict this you couldn't predict that you would have a quarterback that can win you a playoff game. They wasn't kind of probably thinking he was going to hit these historic heights back in the offseason. Right? Because if they would have known that he was going to hit these historic heights, they probably went all in, making trades, getting this player and that player, and signing this guy to a big deal and all that to make a run. But hindsight, seeing what you're saying now and looking back, you're like, man, we here right now. If we have a top corner, right? Like if we drafted, I don't know who was there in the second round. Because the other guy,
the white boy,
The
he ain't
corners
even playing. Was he
that were in the draft, you have after we took Newton was Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Kamari Lassiter, Max Melton, and then after that you have Sandra Still and Rackshaw and Renardo Green. Those are really the only corners that went in the second round.
I like Mike. I mean, I like the pick. I like Mikey. I guess I'm more thinking about
Mikey's proving that he can play outside though.
Benjamin,
he can play outside, inside. He even play a little safety. Like he's definitely a piece. I agree. I like Mikey a lot.
Benji, you gotta stop this Eli Apple.
Eli Apple, what?
Nah, I mean, would Eli Apple be better than Davis? Is Eli Apple better than Breeze, Benjamin?
I just told y'all.
Benjamin, is Eli Apple better than Breeze right now?
Listen, Michael Davis was out there. I was like, why is he out there?
I saw it on my phone. I was like,
he was out there for real. I didn't know.
He on the goal line.
Bro.
That's nasty.
They could dug it. Yo, Witt is in his bag. He is like, I'm trying any and everybody. He was down to like the linebacker dude, what's his name? Walker, whatever. Man, listen.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing though, Breeze. What you think, man? Like, do you think AP is like, you know what? We have a chance. Let me move this up a year or 8 months, whatever his plan was in the offseason. Now that he might have one, does he? Because Ceelo always said that he would think that we would be sellers at the deadline. Yeah. Now it's like, nah, like bring me some pieces in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's entirely possible. But I don't know what trade bait we had to acquire people, but I think it's 100%. Like, I think Jayden is playing better than anybody. He's playing better, faster than I think anybody, even with the highest hopes, thought that he would be. And like you said, it's to a point now looking at him play, it's like, yo, like if we would have known that he was this, that he was gonna be this out the gate, we would have made a few more moves. Like now, maybe, I hate to keep bringing these names up, but now trading for Brandon Ayuk might make a little bit more sense, or trying to get a Stephon Gilmore makes a little bit more sense. Like we're guys that maybe didn't fit into what the original plan was. Now it's like, damn, if we would have had one or two of those names, it might make a little more sense. It might be, what I'm saying, the team might be further along. And now you kind of at a crossroads where it's like, I see what this team can be. Do I want to make an aggressive move to accelerate that? Or do I want to stay the course and understand that we may lose a few games because of the way that this is currently constructed? And I think that's an AP decision. I know the trade deadline is coming up. What, week 8? It's week 8 now, right?
Yeah.
Week 8 now.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, maybe Allen or Payne could be trade pieces, but like I don't know what. And I know they don't want to give away draft capital for real. Yeah. I know that they don't want to give away draft capital, at least per their original plan.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, does that change now, Breeze? You got what, the third best quarterback at most in the whole conference, maybe?
Yeah. The reason I say I don't think you want to give up draft capital is because I don't know who you can go get in the middle of the season that makes that big a difference where, okay, this we can go from a 8-win team to being a 10-win team. I don't know if that player is going to be available in the middle of the season. Most of us kind of figure on the low scale, this might be like a 6-win team this year, and they're already 4 games in with a very weak part of their schedule coming up. Like, you know what I mean? So looking at it, like looking at how the schedule kind of lays out on top of, how the offense and Jayden in particular is playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move. But if that's like AP is going to have to sit there and like really think long and hard about that decision, because again, that has a trickle down effect. And do you want to end up like the Rams or some of the other teams where you find yourself trying to buy playoff success, or I don't want to say championship yet, but getting into that mode where you throwing money around that you're going to, if you don't cash in, you're going to end up losing out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. We might be forced to make a move depending on how everyone recovers or don't
That too.
recovers. But you find some teams that's might look and be in rebuild mode, then you that looking to be sellers, like the Panthers, for instance. People talk about J.C. Horn. There might be some other teams out there that might be sellers. Some people that's trying to tank to get better picks. Like, look at these teams that need quarterbacks, like the Raiders, for instance.
Right.
So
Like, for example, let's say J.C. Horn is like opening on the market. What is the conversation for a team's number one cornerback look like? And now, granted, Carolina's a bad football team, but if they're trying to sell, like, I would think they would want some kind of decent compensation in return, and it's probably going to be draft pick compensation because they're definitely in the middle in the early stages of a rebuild.
I mean, for a guy like J.C. Horn, you're at best probably giving them a second or third round pick. The talent is there, but
That's what I would do.
he hasn't played enough. You know what I'm saying? He's been injured and all that stuff like that. Talented player, but you barely see him play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you may be able to get a little bit of a discount because of the injury history there, but I'm just thinking, if I'm Carolina, and J.C. Horn is still on his rookie deal, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is last year.
If I'm Carolina, right? So did they pick his option up? No, he's in his option year now.
Yeah, the 5th year. This is 5th year, I think.
He's in his option year now. Yeah. So it's like whoever trades for him is either this is not the NBA. Like, NFL trades don't work the same way. So it's like you could very easily be traded for somebody and end up renting them for 8 games or 9 games, whatever the math is on that now. You rent it and then you have to go and negotiate a huge contract if he plays well for a top end corner, which most people probably wouldn't have a problem with if he earns it as a cornerback. But do you want to give up a second and third round pick for 9 games of production when we all know and understand the belief is that we're not going to the Super Bowl this year? Like, this is we didn't go into this season with Super Bowl aspirations, regardless of how good Jayden is. I know Houston got hot last year and they made a little playoff from CJ Stroud. Different situation, although comparable. But like, I don't think, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Kim. Like, they're definitely not trading. If they trade for someone that's on a 1-year deal and the end of their deal, they're going to look for to do an extension.
I mean, I think it'll be similar to what Chicago did with Sweat last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
I had to put money on it, I think Adam will play. If I had to put money on it, I think Adam will stay put for the most part, unless there's to Kim's point, everyone's point. If there's an obvious guy going on as an undrafted free agent, he's available in a trade, yeah, sure. But I feel like Adam is in this for the long run. And to your earlier point, Deuce, the timeline definitely has been sped up. And I think his plans were literally, I think this year was all about evaluation. And I think they were trying to lose or not trying to win. But I think this year was about evaluating the roster, the coaches, the whole operation. It's going okay so far. And so this is definitely not what he expected. I did not expect them to go crazy in free agency or in trade markets just because they happen to be winning a few games. This is going to be about the 5-year plan, not the 1-year plan.
And that's the thing, how can they hold to it, right? Like, you have this quarterback now, and people say, like, your window is open if once you draft a quarterback, right? Or you have a quarterback on a rookie deal, like, that's your window. Like, the window for the Commanders is open, regardless of how you want to look at it. It's open now, just depending on how long it's going to be open, like what moves you're going to make, what are you going to do. And you just don't want to look back on this year and be like, man, we probably wasted a year, right? You got some teams like especially in our own division, that's kind of don't know where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really make a move in this first year, but is that what AP and the guys want to do? And I just don't know. And how many moves can you make now that that you have this quarterback, which you didn't know back in the offseason? Because like I said, if they knew that this is what they had in a historic run that he would be on and who he is this early in the season, they probably would approach free agency a little different. But now we're here. So how do we get better? How do we fill holes, if we really want to make a playoff run? Can we do anything to get us close to the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a tough position to be in. Yeah, Ash. It's all good. They appreciate you for stopping through. I don't know, man. It's just like, man, we got this quarterback. We got this offense that's moving. Defense couldn't get us 1 stop, 2 stops. What we asked for was 2 or 3 stops, and they could not get it for us.
I mean, we did in the first quarter.
First quarter.
Oh yeah.
We got a whole turnover, which was great.
Out, man.
And we got 3 points off that joint.
Yeah, got 3 points.
That's what it was.
But that's the thing, man. It's like I don't think 1 point. I mean, the last couple games you see both of them is hitting, but the offense couldn't capitalize in the red zone. So no, man. It's like man, you're not upset, but then you like, can somebody just be a superstar? Like, just wake up and be a superstar. Just be a superstar. Like, yeah, it's no way that like Zay Flowers should have been running around like that, man.
But like I said, when you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in the backfield, you have to account for them. But our secondary is just not good enough for the front. I've been saying that our secondary is not good enough for the front seven to play how they want them to play or need them to play.
Who's JC?
I'm thinking JC Horn, right?
Oh, mercy.
That must have got tough. Oh, that's an ugly throw, bro.
I don't think he called.
By the way, man, prayers out to Aiden Hutchinson too.
Yeah, man, that's tough for them.
Yeah,
that's tough.
We had a knee. What happened?
Yeah, his fibula broke.
No. He had a compound. Got a compound fracture.
Yeah, emergency surgery out a year. That's it for him.
You said been there?
Not a compound, but I definitely broke my fibula before.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely I don't. Oh, JC Jackson.
From Maryland that played with the Patriots.
Ain't he like 40?
Also, DJ Reed going to be a free agent next year too.
Yeah, I mean, like there are a lot of free agents out that's going to be out there.
Oh no, free.
I don't think the Jets,
like in the offseason, I think we'll be fine.
Well, in terms of finding out who would be willing to get compensation for some players, they know they're not going to re-sign, right? But I don't think the Jets are sellers anyway. I think they think they're probably going to be competitive. So
yeah, they still think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm up here doing schoolwork, man. This is nasty, bro.
This is the unconcerning of a loss as I ever expressed. It is, in some ways, it's just 3 minutes. Yeah, man.
Yeah, good play. Good comment.
We lost, and I was like,
all right,
cool. We'll get it back next week.
Yeah.
We'll get it back next week. Like,
same to you.
This is the first.
All y'all people who betted on this game, Avies and money. Yeah, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah, man. Dang,
he got drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
Well, that's right. I mean, like if you think about it, man, there were opportunities there to put points up on the board early. We didn't put enough up. We had a blocked field goal. In the second half, we could have put 3 there and had the ball coming back out. But Joe Burrow taking sacks. This dude Lawrence is a beast.
Joe Burrow taking sacks is crazy.
So it's like, it just feels so here. Like it's an odd feeling. And it's like, man, like we need a quick off season real quick to kind of sign some people. But I think that's gonna be the thing for this season, depending on how this season unfolds, especially if the defense keeps doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? What we could have done. But again, hindsight, man, it's a different animal. Even on the offensive side.
I gotta be real. Giants defense is nasty, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I think the problem, dude, not the problem, but the interesting part about this, I think all of us felt like the defense actually would be improved. Many of us was predicting the defense would be an improved defense.
But why
the
though?
offense was kind of because coaching. That was the biggest thing.
I think that was the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, we like Wags would be a good ad over whoever the hell we had last year, and
most definitely.
Yeah, and him and Louisville we thought be better.
Yeah, I mean, we thought Payne and Allen would all
get
of a
the
sudden
better
get that old
coaching.
stroke back.
Yeah. It was a combination of things, and to see them to be this bad, like they're getting run on, like they're one of the worst, run defenses. That we didn't see that.
No.
And I felt like if we were average, it wouldn't feel so like crazy.
But let me ask you this, and who coming up on our schedule has the firepower that this team has? Like who coming up on our schedule that we can say, man, having this rush defense, somebody gonna like go up on us or put us in that type of predicament. Let's look at here we go.
Rush defense or in general? I mean,
how you not subscribe? I'm gonna tell Slim you ain't about that Commander's life, DT. You ain't need subscribe.
Nasty.
Yeah. So the Giants apparently have a decent run offense.
Man, Ceelo, hold on. Are you watching this game, Ceelo? No way you watching this Giants game.
Singletary cooked us last. What are you talking about? He cooked us.
Daniel Jones, the best quarterback in the NFC East.
I'm talking about. I didn't.
And then you said they got the best.
I think Chicago's starting to come on a little bit.
Yeah,
oh my, they cooking, bro. Like I ain't gonna cap.
That game gonna be flex.
Mm-hmm. I think the Giants' run offense is pretty decent, and I think that the Bears, obviously, like you just said. I don't know.
That game.
I haven't really paid attention to the Eagles. I don't even know about the Eagles. I haven't really paid attention to them.
You got Pittsburgh week 10.
Pittsburgh, they definitely gonna run the ball.
They're gonna try to run at least.
I ain't worried about that.
With Justin Fields,
Saquon, sure it might be Russ by then. Dallas don't have. They trying to figure it out. They ain't got no running game.
the Titans. I ain't even worried about. I don't even know who they have either.
Bro, we have a very favorable schedule right now, bro.
Week 14.
But is it favorable enough that we won't need our defense as much as we needed them today?
I mean, it's going to definitely.
Yes, because we're thinking too, like we're thinking about this loss right now, and we think everything we face is going to be as good as the Ravens. Like, I'm sorry, I am not. I think the Bears are better or improving. Ain't no way I'm worried about the Bears right now. Sorry, not like that.
I'm thinking like the entirety of their offense, not just running the ball.
Yeah. I just don't think. I just think they're still struggling and figuring it out. They have some opportunity. They doing their thing a little bit, but personally, they're nothing like Ravens, right? For example.
Wait. Did he just say give William Jackson money? William Jackson the third?
Basically, like you stuck in 2020, bro.
J.C. Jackson, William Jackson, telling me not. Yeah, bro, you gotta put this. Like,
which William Jackson are you referring to, good sir?
We could be sellers. I don't know, man. Could be buyers. I don't know. I don't know what Adam doing. I'm sorry. I don't know what Adam doing.
You like it that way. That's good for content, man. Don't nobody know what he's doing.
So what the Eagles rushing look like?
I mean, they got
Saquon, yeah. So you got Jalen Hurts, the tush push.
Saquon is always a problem.
Especially, yeah. The Falcons for sure, right?
Oh, we played. I forgot we played the Falcons. That's gonna be a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a game. I forgot
Well, I
about
mean,
the
Now
Falcons.
that one might get if everything continues on the way it's been going, that one's gonna get flexed. Week 17 too.
I forgot about the Falcons.
and the
Dang.
Bears gotta. How's Slayton back? He was like scrunching his eyes when he hit his head on his helmet. So, and that Bears defense is tough. They give Caleb a lot of short yardage opportunities, short goal to goal opportunities, man. So
They turn a lot. They turn over a lot too. They create a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is 6th in rushing right now.
See?
Then shoot.
And then we're hurt too, though.
Yep.
You know, like Allen is down, Armstrong is down. So they said Payne ain't record a stat today. Is that true?
Yeah.
I definitely seen him get washed out of and drove off the ball a few times.
Yep.
Like he got blown off the ball by like 5 or 6 yards one play. I forget. I think it was Derrick Henry with the ball, man. He got ew.
Man, Derrick Henry's a cheat code, bro. That
ain't got no
cheat code.
Like, and that's one thing. Like, regardless of how weak our run defense is, we ain't got to play Derrick Henry again the rest of the season. I know Saquon is good and all that.
Right.
But the thing with Saquon too is when we played him, by the time we played him, you know, I don't think he played a full 16, 17 game slate in a long time. You know, the further he gets into the season, the more banged up he gets. So who knows if he's even going to be available. And if they're going to start kind of putting them on a pitch count, if they think they're in position to make a run. So I don't know, man. We just need them boys to play better, like win some one-on-ones. I don't know how. I mean, can Witt do anything? Because at some point, man, you got it. Like, if you don't have the talent, you just don't have the talent.
Yeah. Didn't we just have 2 good defensive games? Right? We
did.
We played well against Arizona.
I mean,
we played well against Cleveland.
We was up too.
They were.
So that helped them out because they kind of put them in a more of a pass first.
Right.
Because we was
lead.
You could be more aggressive, kind of go attack a little bit.
I mean, we still got run on.
Yeah, we definitely. But they was running in the fourth quarter.
To that point, like not only is Derrick Henry not on our schedule again, Lamar Jackson is not on our schedule again. So the way you have to play the Ravens, like again, I don't think we'll have another game this season. We have to play that style of defense.
We don't face a top 3 quarterback no more this year.
Yeah, I think we need to look at these top quarterbacks.
Time to have fun. Time to have
fun. Roster, like the next quarterback that worries me a little bit I guess, like I said, Caleb is heating up. I'm not really worried about Jalen Hurts. I know what he's capable of. I'm not really worried about Jalen Hurts. And then who knows what's going to be going on in Atlanta at the end of December. But right now, I'm not worried about Andy Dalton. Not worried about Daniel Jones. I'm not worried about whoever's going to be playing in Tennessee. I'm not worried about Spencer Rattler, is what it looks like it's going to be in New Orleans.
I'm really stuck, to be honest.
I'm worried about individual players like AJ Brown or, not so much the quarterback, but it's like, okay, if this guy breaks down, if he gets past, lovely secondary, it don't matter who's throwing the football.
Yeah.
Or Alvin Kamara, Bijan. It's like individual
matchups. Kamara, another dude that's hurt all the time.
True that.
Well, Bijan didn't go off like that last year, though, did he?
We actually held him really well. That was Jamin Davis' best game.
Yeah. So
Ooh, man, look. right now. Hashtag I ain't worried. Come see me.
We definitely need to bounce back next week, man. Defense need to play much better.
How y'all feel about that? The
Ooh,
Jamin
attention.
Davis for number 13, the inactive.
Young, like that. These last drafts really set us back, man.
I've been telling y'all.
It set us back. So
It's
Jahan,
let's be real.
13,
It set us back.
52.
You ain't want to see Darren Harris smack the
Man,
bro.
who's the other one?
Fourth place, it'll be Hurricane Henry.
Cause he had 5, right? Didn't he have 5 picks?
Chase Young.
I said Chase.
Oh,
It was
Chase
Chase,
Jamin.
Jahan.
Chase Jamin, Jahan, Forbes.
And who's the other last person? Oh, if he only had
Forbes
5.
was the last person he drafted in the first round.
No, he only had
Forbes,
4.
Jahan, Jamin.
He only had 4.
Yeah, he only had 4. He only had 4. Yeah.
He only had 4.
Diabolical behavior, bro.
Like,
Don't matter. They were all bad.
it's so bad. Like, he's 0-4. Like, he possibly is 0-4.
How, man? That's the E. Yeah, that's just.
I don't think it's like possible. I think it's probable he's 0-4 on first round pick. I mean, Chase Young is on his 3rd team in 4 years, 5 years now. Like
13.
That's not good.
Jahan can't get no burn.
The end.
Jahan
13 and
Jahan
active.
Dodson can't even get like Jahan Dodson is on a team where their top 2 receivers weren't playing for like 2 or 3 weeks and he couldn't catch a pass. And I like Jahan Dodson. Yep. But I mean 52 and 13, they're still here, and they were both healthy inactives on that day where we knew we were going to need defensive players. Like
Mike Davis over them is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. So,
but like you said, Ceelo, they might be trying to package a trade or something, get more capital.
I will be truly interested to see who would trade for Jamin Davis. And
I don't think it's like monumental though, DT. I think it could be for peanuts. I just don't think they want to.
I know, but I'm
like
just,
a 6 and a 7 for something.
Yeah, for real.
Just take them.
I'm just very interested to see who would do it.
I could see almost any team, just kind of Denver. I mean, whoever can just looking for some depth, looking for some athletes.
Let me ask y'all this: is there anybody on this defense that, with more coaching and more understanding the scheme, Daniel Jones is horrible, Ceelo. He's horrible. Understanding
but the
scheme,
score is 10-7.
I know, but he's still horrible.
That was bad.
Like, is there anybody that we think not Sandra Strill, like let's just say like Quan or Percy,
outside of the
could just take a leap of like, whoa, like Pro Bowl type second half of the season? Yeah, like is there? And I know Pro Bowl is fan voting, but obviously if the fans know you, that means you making some noise. Like in any one of them dudes. Because look, remember
in the secondary.
Yeah, because remember, all them dudes on 1-year deals. Is there anybody that can say that AP can at the end of the year be like, no, we gotta extend him?
And I think Percy is what he is, bro. I think Quan Martin has room for improvement and development. I don't know about Pro Bowl level through the second half of the season, but I think Percy Butler is what he is.
I think this is a good question because typically in a new scheme, a lot of players it takes a while to. I wouldn't say Pro Bowl level, but I think Quan has some making. It just all that needs to click together. But I still have not been impressed with a lot of the younger players so far on the defense. The players that I've been impressed with is guys we drafted this year or guys that we signed this year. Like Noah, the Noah dude, like he's been looking pretty decent since they put him in the lineup. Like he's not the greatest thing in the world, but
he's been good. Yeah, he's been balling.
He been balling. Sandra's still balling. Frankie, we know we signed him, but Quan, he made tackles, but you got to come up with picks like last week.
Yeah, he
Stuff
got that he got to
that
make
stuff
that.
that stuff matters. Like
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
next level, it matters. Let me ask you this: does Quan and Percy clear waivers? See what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't believe they will, the pause is what's so concerning to me.
Well, so we think about it though. It don't happen a lot, but I mean, we picked up Ridgeway off of waivers. I mean, somebody probably liked him coming out of college. I think people did like Quan Martin out of college. So some random defensive
Yeah,
coordinator, front
I
office
think
guy, they
Quan
probably would put they put a claim in for Quan. Now I don't know about Percy.
I think Quan will get claimed. Yeah, I think that's what I think Quan will get claimed. Percy, I think if we were to cut Percy tomorrow to put him on practice squad, I think he'll probably play.
I agree.
Yeah, Herbo. There's some good names out there for free agency next year, but we trying to get better now, Herbo. Like, who out there now? Like, who out there now?
I think
I
we got
just
to
don't
just
know,
focus.
man. Like this,
Joe Witt's about to earn his money.
That's why I
his
don't get
money.
mad when people say we don't have a good roster, man. Like, as far as talent is concerned, and like AP said, he building a team and not talent or whatever he said. But this team, these dudes ain't balling. These dudes ain't playing, man. Like, I need to say, you know what? Hey, Quan, go out there. I need you to shut down Zay Flowers this drive. We need to stop.
Right.
We don't have none of them people right now, man.
Not really.
Mm-mm. And then like we still match
Troy.
up. Like Zay Flowers is a terrible matchup for Benjamin St. Juice. Like from a skill and technique and fundamental standpoint, Zay Flowers is a terrible matchup.
And
Just
I
as
know it's
that AJ Brown was a bad matchup for Emmanuel Forbes. Like those are bad matchups to me.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
and
Oh,
I'm you right. My bad. I know we had a bad defense, but I know going into this week, a lot of people were talking crap. Everyone, including Ryan Clark, Jayden's a better passer than Lamar. They got to chill on that stuff. I think Lamar's a complete quarterback. I think he's an absolutely complete quarterback, A to Z. Running, passing, seeing the defense. I don't think there's a flaw in his game. I don't.
I want to watch some more Lamar up close. 'Cause watching them up close, I mean, I was definitely impressed. But as far as passing the football, especially downfield, I don't see it, man. Maybe just don't have to. But most of their routes that they were running, and we probably going to see it more on the 22, a lot of that stuff was intermediate.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that stuff was intermediate. Like, you take that, I don't know, man. And you see it in the playoffs. Like, you seem like you always see it in the playoffs where he just get brain locked. And if the intermediate throw is not there, it's just like a whole bunch of, left to right in the pocket.
But the pro Lamar players, the pro Lamar people will tell you they've had talent. Yeah. Right. That's what the pro Lamar people will tell you. They haven't had any real high level skill position players.
I mean, look at Josh Allen this year.
So it depends on how you want to look at it. I don't disagree though. I just feel like Lamar.
Yeah, he's different for sure.
He's just different.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Like, I just don't see any flaws.
That's just point blank period. Like, and I understand like when it comes to like draft evaluations and talk about skill sets and stuff, but like we just have to be real on podcasts and stuff like that. Like, I love Jayden, but I want Jayden to be himself. Because what Lamar has accomplished being the last pick in his own respectable draft, like, he has done undeniable things, and he's literally on course to probably be a front runner in MVP this year again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Big games and playoffs. Oh, let me get I'm gonna bring Chuck He's our on the ground correspondents this weekend.
Chuck.
Man, we could have won that game. Man.
Yeah, we could have won the game.
Yeah. But like we was getting told all week,
It's that
Ravens by
pressure.
30, Ravens by 40. Like we was hearing that all week.
42.
Oh, yeah, I did not see that at all.
I just want to say I hate Las Vegas. I hate those people.
I mean, they've been wrong a lot this year, though, right? Like with heavy spreads and stuff across the NFL.
They definitely been wrong on us, obviously, right? We were big dogs against Arizona and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that was crazy how they got that exactly right.
But yeah, man, like I think even in this game, the defense did enough. Because the way we kind of talking about the defense and the way you think about it, it's like they did put up like 40-something points. You know what I'm saying? But like the defense held them out of field goals. You know, they got some stops, made them kick field goals and stuff like that. But I don't know. Did we get a punt? Did they punt?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they, you know,
like twice.
they punt. So, well, I think Gregory, and this might be your first time commenting. If so, we definitely appreciate you for stopping by, for sure. I mean, yeah, I guess you can say that depending on how you look back. We lost to Tampa Bay. They're looked at as a good team, and we just lost to them. I think, but the Cardinals was the Cardinals above 500 when we played them? Yeah. Are they above 500 now?
Nah, they're not above 500.
Were they just 500?
Were they 500? Because I know they beat the 49ers last week. They lost this week, right?
Well, we played them in what, week 3?
I felt like they were like 2. I thought they were like
4.
2-1 or 3-1 or something.
We played the Bengals in 3. You know, so
yeah,
true.
I know we're the better of the mid teams for sure. Like we're the best of the mid teams for sure. Now, can we get up into this playoff contention and see how we? Y'all got an echo?
Yeah, I just heard an echo.
I don't know what it's from, but
the Twilight Zone game of the Commanders Giants game. This Giants game ugly. The man of the hour. Flip your camera. The man of the hour.
Let me get right. I forgot about that.
Somebody might be watching. Now we could have won that game.
Cardinals 2-4.
There we go.
They 2-4?
Yep.
Y'all can hear me good?
Later.
Yep. Oh,
yes, sir.
Man, Brian Burns punished Burrow.
That's a nice headband and trophy up there.
Yes, sir. Y'all see it.
What's good, Chucky, man?
What's going on, man?
So, what you think about the game, Chuck? What's your initial reactions from the game?
My initial reaction was, I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little mad. But it was only because of, like, it's why you gotta take breaks from social media, right? Because after everything we done heard and seen all over the timeline, it's like, I want to beat these dudes, man. I want to win, you know? So
yeah,
that was my initial reaction. But I tell you, like, the whole time while watching the game, it's like, I know we're still in it. Like, we still you know? So I was never really like terrible. The time I think I really like got a little down in the dumps was when it was like 30-20. Well, they had that 10-point lead. I was like, oh man, I think I had text y'all too. I was like, we're cooked. Like, it's over. That's the only time I really got like down in the dumps. Otherwise, I wasn't really worried.
What was they said it was like So we kind of was in a trap, man. It's like they said it was like 50-50. I hear that from a lot. Some of the beat reporters on both sides was saying the Commanders was there heavily.
Yeah, to me it was 50-50. Like even on my row, it was like all Commanders fans. Like it was two guys that came and sat beside me and my brother, and they was the Commanders fan. And we was like having a ball the whole time. So it was definitely 50-50, but I think it's just because of the area, the whole Battle of the Beltway situation. So it's way more accessible. But to me, it was definitely 50-50.
I mean, yeah, man. Like we've been showing out like every week in the away game so far, and that's kind of probably the Jayden effect. You know what I'm saying? So, how was um how was the rally yesterday? I heard you met somebody yesterday. Took some pictures. It looked like a cardboard cutout for real. It didn't really look real.
Yeah, I'm
For
mad at
real.
myself. I was gonna like ask to retake it, but I didn't want to be a fan. So I was like, I'll just take what I got for right now. And then the person that was taking my pictures, y'all, I ain't gonna put him out there, but I wasn't sure he was all the way there. So I might have had to find a different photographer. But yeah, man, the rally was cool. Shout out rally captain, man. He put together a real good event for all the fans to come together. Yeah, he put together a real good event for all the fans to come together and have a good time, man.
You get no phone calls. They probably like, why you talking about me?
You know what? I can't say. I can't say. I was gonna say that.
But I thought like the whole like Riley captain last year seemed like, did the team take it back over? I thought last year because I remember him posting at the team because when we did Denver, that was the team, but he was still hosting it. I don't know, man. I'm kind of remember, but maybe they not. I don't know, but I know he's hosting. I think the next one is.
All right, I'm back.
When is the next one? I forgot when the next one is.
We at home for the next 2 games, 3 games?
Definitely two.
Two.
Minimum.
Then there's the Giants, right?
Sure.
Then there's the Giants and then
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 of the
The
next
only
4
one
at
he
home.
mentioned was New Orleans. That's the only one he mentioned at the
Panthers,
one
Bears,
last night.
at Giants, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Today we had the Thursday night game against Philly.
So 3 against 4. I mean, 3 out of 4 at home.
Mm-hmm. So what about the tailgate? What was that like? Because it's like they was like on the side of a barn or something. Like, yeah, that don't
I
look
seen people on the
wild.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little crazy. Let me go back to the last night first, real quick though. So I got there, it was a cool experience, and then so JD5's mom walks in, and I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, right? And the guy beside me, I tapped him, I was like, oh, that's JD's mom right there. He was like, what? Nah, you lying. I'm like, nah, man, I'm sure that's her. So I waited a couple seconds, scope out like what was going on, like what she was doing, but she was just going around greeting people. Now I just walked up and got a picture and stuff like that. But she's real cool. Like I guess she's been to a couple of the rallies before, so like she's real cool with the rally captain and stuff. So I guess that's going to be a thing that she does before a couple of the away games. But the tailgate, right? So we found a spot where DJ O'Goody was performing. And y'all seen the videos. We was in there with him for a little bit. It was like it wasn't like at max capacity yet because it was early, but it was turned, man. It was lit. And then it was a couple of different spots that people were tailgating at. You just, I guess, I don't know. Baltimore, they got some spots, but y'all gotta figure it out, man. It ain't nothing like the red zone. They got people in back alleys and stuff like that. So they gotta figure it out, though, man. But I think when we walked into the main parking lot where everybody was at, everybody just had their own little different spots. But that's all. It
just looked like they just had like their cars and a couple tents was up. It ain't like it was nothing like really official or whatever.
Yeah.
from the that scene. Yeah, man. So what you think, Chuck, man? Like, what do we do from here, man? Like, I don't know if anybody out there, man.
People keep saying JC Horn. I got personal beef with JC Horn. I ain't gonna put that out. Well, I got personal beef
Wait a
with him.
minute.
Is it
Wait a
serious?
minute.
No, it's very petty why I don't like him. I'll send it to y'all in the chat why I don't like him. I've said it before, but it's very petty. It got something to do with the University of South Carolina, but it's all good.
My
If you do
goodness.
your research, you'll find out. Anyways, yeah, man, we need to tighten up this defense, man, because I thought we had it. Like we opened up with the interception, and then we stopped them on, I guess, the drive after that, and then after that, them boys got gassed, man. Like, but that what comes with having a very, very good running back, and Derrick Henry. Like we seen him after the game when he was signing autographs. That's a big dude, man. So it sucks to keep having to tackle that big of a monster over and over. But that's why we need D-Rob. Like it helps. It helps the offense
Yeah.
a lot when you got a big durable running back. But hey, man, these corners, Lord. St. Jude, we seen him after the game talking to his wife, and he looked sad,
He looked out of it.
He looked sad. Like
You know he's gonna have a wild week. They already got memes on him and talking about him and
But
adding him
he's
and all that.
so inconsistent, and it's sad how inconsistent he is. Because last week he was okay, but this week
Man,
he was like,
that's who he is, man.
That's 2 weeks for real.
And then number one, Noah, he's a good tackler, but he's not a good coverage guy. Like he's very like he'll cover you enough to where like you ain't gonna get the ball with him like I guess the first 5 to 7 yards, but anything after that is like he's cooked. He's cooked.
I had hope for Igbo.
But that's the
Yeah,
thing
man.
with Forbes. It was like if Forbes could just tackle, I think he would see the field more. But he's not a tackler. Like he's very standoffish when it comes to tackling, and then he be getting burnt. So it's like there's no way you can get on the field. They just put out what they got out there. Man. So I don't know. We gotta figure something out. And then with John Allen probably being out for the next couple of weeks, I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Might end up being a good thing. You never know.
You know what, man? I'm declaring this right now. Defense, give me 2 stops in the first half, 3 in the second, and do whatever you want for the rest of the game.
I did no 5 stops. I said that when we played Arizona.
That's why I'm at. Look, give me 2 stops in the first half, 3 in the second half, and it's a good game for y'all.
I said all I need is 5 stops per game.
I don't care how you get the stops.
Mikey is everything 5'9". We saw him today, like taking pictures with his family. I'm like, buddy is my height, and I'm like 5'7". So I'm like, Mikey, right here with me, man. But I guess him and Isaiah Likely are really cool. Yeah, because they were linked up after the game and stuff. But Mikey's short, man. He's short, but like a little college kid still.
They be lying on that tail of the tape.
Yeah, Mikey, everything 5'9", man.
All the time.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm cool. Give me 2 stops in the first half, 3 in the second half, and offense, I'm putting the pressure on you to score when they give you those stops.
And 1 turnover.
That's where we at, man.
Quick question,
Brian Burns just got 2 stops. You killing him.
we call out Bobby Wagner?
Yeah, I thought we already did. The first game he was studying for a chemistry test, right? He was just horrible the first game.
Studying for
crazy. He's like if he's not reading the play pre-snap, he's cooked.
Yeah, Bobby slow, man. Anything that's outside of that box is over.
Yeah, that's just who he cooked. You know?
He was chasing after he was chasing after Derrick Henry down that sideline. He was like, hope somebody else can catch him because I ain't gonna catch him.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get McGee.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see where he is.
Man,
Maybe put him out there on some passing packages. I know they got what's the dude named Michael, whatever his name is. Micah.
32.
Yeah.
It's Michael McHale, something like that.
Yeah.
Carolina's running back is real good too. We can't keep on his world. They're running back.
He just called game.
You
Ooh,
know,
he done fumbled the ball.
yeah,
Oh, it
people
went out of bounds.
like they still got NFL players in Carolina. Like we can't go into this game like, oh yeah, we're gonna win by 45.
Oh, nah,
It
not
may
at all.
very well happen.
Not.
But like yeah, we are not in that position where we can sleep on somebody. But like, oh yeah, this a cakewalk for us. Not in the NFL. Like nah, you don't do that. I mean, even in lower level, like Bama just lost to Vanderbilt last week. Like you know what I'm saying. You can't go into any game underestimate your opponent. You got to go in there, and I don't want to see it like we did against Cleveland, where we if we're up. We sitting people like, nah, at this point, we got to send a message. Like, yeah, that Baltimore game was fluke, but like now we finna, if the opportunity presents itself, we finna beat y'all and make it convincing. We can put Bryce Young back in the game. So
The fun mid-tier quarterback has been clean. Look at Jake. Jake's spazzing out again. Crashing out. All right, man. I think that's about it, man. Chuck, what you got, Chuck?
Hey man, I just want to let y'all know the fan base is growing in many different ways. I'm an eyewitness. I've seen the potential of what our fan base can be, what it's going to be if we keep winning. So hopefully we keep that going. And yeah, defense. Let's figure out what the defense is going to be, because we need to figure that out before the end of November.
Hudson said when they make it to the Super Bowl, he's gonna be ready to go, a member of his camp. The dude's still in
I got a lot
surgery.
of compliments on the shirt today too.
Dude's still in surgery.
People love it. Even the Ravens fans, they were like, they love the shirt. So
Cool, man. Did you give him the link?
Oh my god.
nah, no free promo. No free promo.
He's still in surgery, bro.
Yeah, he told us he's still in surgery. He told us I'm gonna be there for the Super Bowl. Man, go to sleep. Get this knife. What you got, Ceelo?
Nah, man. Like I said, good game. We right there. Even with this defense we've been talking about all day, we right there. Beat us by a touchdown. You never know what could happen in a different situation. Hopefully these guys just keep getting better. We got to get some help on the defensive line with all these injuries. But I'm looking forward to, seeing how they bounce back against a Carolina team. So we'll see.
See, DT.
Yeah. Second time national television world was watching. And although we didn't win, I think people starting to see that Jayden is the truth, and we got some building blocks. Still got some things to work on, but let's move on from this L and get ready for Carolina.
Breeze.
I mean, I echo what everybody else said, man. We see what's there. You know what I'm saying? Like our quarterback is here. We see the building blocks falling into place. We've got to, patch up some things on the defensive side of the ball and, a few more tweaks to offense. But we right there though. Like it's as long as we've been waiting, we can wait a few more weeks, another month or two, but like we right there, man. Don't jump off the bridge, don't jump off the bandwagon yet. It's one game. They're gonna lose more this season. It's okay. This is not what we're used to. This is a new day. It's a new day in DC. And stay tuned.
Yeah, man, we kind of stuck in between. Like I'm not mad that we lost, but I'm mad because we really could have won if we had better players.
That's really what it is. Like we all see avenues, but like we could have, like if they'd have beat us by 35 points, like damn, like we were in the fight though. Like we were in the fight. So I'm not a moral victory guy, but like it's kind of hard to not take that away from this game though. So
yeah. Man, I wanted to win. Yeah, I gotta clear out these bookmarks. I had like 80 bookmarks. Yeah. Like
8
real talk.
crazy.
Like real talk. Like I even stopped sending them to my burner just so I could make sure, because you know sometimes the bookmarks be deleting them. So I was just sending them to my burner.
Oh yeah.
Just so I could have them on my burner. Oh, I had some legendary stuff too, man. Oh well. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. We know your time was very valuable before you spend it with us. We definitely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. I didn't even see that test. The Giants suck. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love. Peace.